Earlier this year in March, before the season started, the CEO of McLaren publicly said that Red Bull had ruined a couple of drivers. He cited examples of Gasly, Sainz, and even Daniel Riccardo. So it's currently August and almost September. 6 months have passed since that statement. If you look at the driver transfer drama on the grid right now, it's McLaren who is causing complete chaos. So are McLaren hypocrites? And what are some of the shady driver dealings that they have been involved in? In a nutshell, yeah, they are sort of hypocrites. Zak Brown said that Red Bull ruined Daniel Ricciardo, but throughout this season when Ricciardo was a McLaren driver and he had another year left in his contract, Zak Brown stated on multiple occasions that Daniel Ricciardo's contract could be ended soon if they wanted to. Now, he didn't say this behind closed doors or via private emails, he said it publicly. Then you come to Oscar Piastri. The Australian driver has been part of the Alpine team for a long time. He is their reserve driver this year and everyone in the paddock knew that he would be driving an Alpine car soon. So after Alonso announced that he was leaving for Aston Martin, Alpine announced Piastri. They did this because they thought that they had the rights to the driver because they signed a contract with him. But Piastri announced that he would not be driving for Alpine. This is because rumor has it that McLaren have signed a deal with Piastri. However, Alpine is confident that their contract is a binding one and they are not afraid to go to court for it. Okay, so that's maybe 2 drivers, right? Not really, there are more. Once you move away from Formula 1, you get to Indy Car in America. In particular, the Indy Car champion Alex Paulo. Alex's team Chip Ganassi Racing announced that they were delighted that Alex would be racing for them next year. But then he publicly said that he won't be racing and he signed a deal with McLaren. Chip Ganassi Racing is in the process of suing Alex Paulo, and no one knows yet where he is going to be racing next year. Then there's Pato O'Ward. Another American driver Zak Brown signed at McLaren. He races in IndyCar for McLaren and he claims that the McLaren boss Zak Brown entices all of the drivers with a seat in Formula 1. Now you might think that I'm paraphrasing what he said, so in his exact words, the same prize has been put in front of many other drivers by Brown. In the end, there is only 1 seat and not 5. So to sum it up, there are 2 Formula 1 seats at McLaren. The first one is filled by Lando Norris. He signed a deal with McLaren until 2025, so he's pretty much safe. The second seat is empty next year. Ricciardo and the team just announced that they would be parting ways at the end of this season, and no one knows for sure who's going to be in the seat next year. And of course, McLaren has been doing some shady driver dealings, like the kind of dealings that take place under a bridge in the middle of the night and they're constantly watching out for the cops. You get what I mean? So thank you for watching this video by Fervent Motorsports. If you think you know who the next driver at McLaren is going to be, let us know in the comments below. And as always, stay tuned to Fervent Motorsports for the best motorsport updates.